Hearing the words, "you have breast cancer," can obviously be traumatic and overwhelming. And even if you have a fantastic support team and an awesome medical team, those words and that experience can be very isolating. I'm cancer physical therapy specialist, Dr. Leslie Walke. And today in the recovery room, I want to introduce you to ABCD, After Breast Cancer Diagnosis. It's a nonprofit organization that I have been on the board of directors on and off for the last 20 years. It is spectacular. What ABCD does is it matches trained mentors who are breast cancer survivors that can provide emotional support to anybody that calls in, newly diagnosed breast cancer patient, somebody in the middle of treatment, or even years beyond, that needs someone that can understand from a perspective only a breast cancer survivor can do. ABCD is based in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, but provides care and support for all across the United States as well as the planet. I'm going to take you directly to the source to learn more. Our executive director of ABCD is Ellen Schupper. Let's go meet Ellen. This is my friend Ellen Schupper, and she is here to tell you all about ABCD. Welcome, Ellen.
Thank you. So glad to be here. So glad you're here in our offices.
It's fun to be here.
Yes.
Tell them about ABCD.
Yes. So ABCD was founded 20 years ago, right here in Milwaukee, and while this is the world headquarters of ABCD, there's 7 of us here on staff. We serve an international community because our services are delivered over the phone and over email, over text, and we are all about serving people who are in need of emotional support from diagnosis through treatment on into survivorship. So
cool.
What we do is we connect people based on their diagnosis, based on their treatment, and sometimes even more importantly, based on where they are in life. So how old they are, are they married, are they working, are they retired, and what kind of support do they need at the time that they're calling us.
So the person that calls you, they say, this is important to me.
Correct.
This is the type of breast cancer diagnosis I have. And then you can specifically match all that stuff to that particular person?
Yep. We have about 300 mentors who are breast cancer survivors or caregivers who have supported someone through breast cancer, who have gone through a 12-hour training, at least 12 hours of training with us, who represent all different ages, all different diagnoses, all different treatments, and all different types of people. And what we know is that when we are able to connect people with this one-on-one connection, it fills this gap that we sometimes hear about that people are experiencing between their medical providers and the attention that they're getting in clinic, but what the questions and concerns that they might be having as a human being, as a person. So we're often asked, what does emotional support mean? So people call us because they want to know, what does chemo brain really feel like? You know, they heard about it from their doctors, but what does it really feel like? You know, what can we help give them guidance about talking about their breast cancer to their teenage son? You know, what should they tell their daughter who's getting married in 6 months about how they're going to feel at that moment in time? And it's these one-to-one connections that we create between someone who's going through breast cancer and someone who is a survivor and is that much further out from their diagnosis and their experience, but can relate to them on a real individual and unique level that we know provides a tremendous emotional support during a time when they need it a lot.
Yeah. How much does it cost?
It is absolutely free. Free. Yeah, so someone calls us at 1-800-977-4121. I'm going to get that in early.
Say it again.
1-800-977-4121, or visit us online at abcdbreastcancersupport.org. And someone would be immediately connected to our office, an office right over there, right behind the video camera, and talk to one of our intake specialists who will get to know the person calling us and take down some information about what's important to that person, what their diagnosis is, what their treatment, what their concerns are. And then within 24 to 48 hours, actually often within like a few hours sometimes, we're able to connect that person to a mentor that's located anywhere in our country, anywhere, and they can match and connect and get the free services that they need and can really make a difference.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's a little snippet of the fabulousness of ABCD. And please share this information with your family, your friends, your colleagues, your friends that are diagnosed with breast cancer, and obviously your medical team. Thanks for taking time with us. Have a great day. We'll talk again soon.
Thank you.
It was actually, I think, 1998 when my intercom went off in the clinic and said, hey, Melody Wilson on line 2. And she said, hey, I have this idea. It's called ABCD, and this is kind of what I want to do. Are you interested in joining this small group of women? And I said, absolutely. So in 1998, we all kind of got together to really develop and create what her vision and idea of ABCD was. And 20 years later, I cannot be more excited that this is still here and growing, more dynamic than ever, reaching people at a new level internationally and nationally, and just doing incredible things. Hearing the words "you have cancer" will completely isolate someone, regardless of how much family and friends and the depth of their support network and the quality of their physician team. People typically are almost always in shock to begin with, which is why we like to get ABCD on board as quickly as possible. We as healthcare providers can lay out a path for you. We can tell you your diagnosis, we can give you all the fancy words and tell you your treatment, but there's just something that we can't help you, and that's that perspective piece of, yes, I have had this. Yes, I have had a needle stuck in my arm. Yes, I've had a radiation. And yes, I've gone through horrible MRIs and waited for test results. That's a whole different area of cancer care, and that's where ABCD kind of plugs a hole for newly diagnosed people. I think one of the magic words of ABCD is perspective. Perspective that they've gained because they've already experienced it. You can talk to somebody who has walked those steps and is on the other side and talking to you and smiling and still alive and still vibrant. There's nothing more powerful than that.